my darlings. It is the evening time now because that is the only time that I'm going to leave my air-conditioned bedroom to come to my office and sit in front of the window and talk to you guys. I'm just not doing it. So tomorrow is Thursday and our AC guy is coming to hook up our entire brand new system. So a lot of people think that our AC is broken. It's not broken. When we bought the house, they just like cut the Freon lines. They just like cut the lines. And so when we moved here, we didn't like, well, obviously it was cold, so we didn't like hook anything up. We didn't even move into the house because we didn't have power till December the 15th. So we were here from November 22nd till December 15th. There was no power in our home at all. So we finally got power to the house December 15th, so that's when we officially moved in. I mean, we moved our stuff in, but we officially moved in on December the 15th. We have a unit that is basically has been useless until about January, I guess it was. I'm not entirely sure when. So I'll link that video right there about when we got our heat hooked up. Now, it was never hooked up like the whole system hooked up. It was a temporary situation where our heat was basically hooked up as if it was a giant like space heater. So it was just an electric connection and it gave us heat. So it saved our butt through the like negative feeling weather. It was horrible. So we always knew, I don't have coffee today. I have a big jug of water because it's hot. But anyway, we always knew that once we got the tax refund that we were going to spend a portion of that money on getting our AC and our heat properly installed. Because we knew that we didn't want to go, we have a brand new 4-ton unit outside. We did not want to go the route of, the dogs were playing behind me. We didn't want to go the route of AC or window units in every area that, you know, needed an AC unit. I didn't want to have to deal with AC units when we had a decent unit outside. The thing is, it's just me and the dogs during the day. Like, he's not home during the day. I'm here. He's only here on the weekends. He's here at night, of course. Obviously, he goes to work. So we went ahead and bought a window unit for our bedroom because we didn't want to die. And so that's pretty much where I've been living, is in the bedroom all day, every day. I don't come in my office, but briefly, of course, I come and let the dogs out, and I make sure they're okay, make sure there's water, I cook food, all that yada yada stuff. But I don't just hang out in my room anymore. It is just incredibly hot. Like right now, backs of my legs are sweating. It's disgusting. And it's not even summer yet, you guys, not even summer. So we knew that part of that money was going to get our system in order. We ended up buying a window unit because we didn't want to die, you know, reasons. So we have that in our bedroom, and the plan is basically we're not going to use the main AC unit unless, you know, it gets too hot in the house. Like, we're going to set it at like, you know, 78 or something like that, and it'll kick on whenever the house gets to a certain point. Well, it's been like in the 80s and 90s in our house. So, but the cool part is, like, once our house gets cold soaked, it'll retain it, because at night it gets in the 60s and it feels great. And we leave all our windows open. We shut like our front door and our back door, we shut those, but during the day those are both open to create breeze and to let the cat go in and out. But it gets really hot, like 80s and 90s during the day in the rest of the house. So, you know, my coconut oil has never been solid. But anyway, so, you know, we're going to be able to close all the windows, let the house get cold soaked, and then, you know, not open the windows and doors the next day. We are going to get a new door for the back door so that it has a cat door in it, so that she can go in and out that. And, you know, we don't have to worry about, you know, leaving the door open or anything like that, because we'll have the AC. Something bit my lip. But we gave her a curfew because at 1:30 in the morning the other day, she was not back yet. And I was getting worried, and I'm like walking the streets, hollering for her. She comes around the corner like all yawning and stretching. I'm like, where were you sleeping? So anyway, she has a curfew now. It's 10 p.m. That is her curfew that is when, if she comes in the house before 10 p.m. and it's kind of close, like between 8:30 and 10, I lock it up. She ain't going back out for the night because I don't want that stress. I don't want to have to worry about it. Normally we leave the doors open until we go to sleep, which is usually like midnight, 1 a.m., stuff like that, even later. And, she has free reign. But no ma'am. Not after that 1:30 in the morning. I'm walking around with a lantern and yeah, it's kind of spooky, but it was cool. Anyway, so tomorrow, AC, there will be a lot more stuff in here. Like, there will be a lot more of me doing stuff in my office again. Like makeup, because it's just going to melt right off my face. What's the point? And like I said before, it wasn't as bad. There were nice cool breezes. The house kind of stayed cold soaked. And at night, the house gets cold soaked. So in the mornings, it's nice and cool in the house until about between noon and 2. That's when the house decides, no, we're done. You no longer get any semblance of coolness in the house. So right now we're just going to continue using our window unit in the bedroom and have the main unit only kick on when the house itself hits like 80 something degrees, or it's 70 to 80 degrees. Because it's tolerable. It's not enjoyable, but it's tolerable. And we have ceiling fans in every room. We have multiple standing fans. So we're not going to go crazy and run our AC 24/7 just because it's hot. Because we can't afford that. It's too expensive. But we would be kicking ourselves in the butt if we didn't spend some of the money on getting this actual unit hooked up properly. So that's where we're at. Unfortunately, it isn't going to be cheap, but it's doable, and it wouldn't be doable unless we had our taxes. So we got our tax refund and we put the money aside, and we were like, all right, this is for this is for this. So we took care of some things, and yeah, I mean, what do you want? What? So it is what it is. And yeah, I haven't left the room pretty much all day. This is bugging me, so I have to pick it. It's a little oak, piece of oak that my husband chopped. We were trying to do tiles, and this one kind of got a little wonky, so I use it for when I'm using my hot glue gun. It leaks at the tip, so I kind of let it sit there and it drizzles onto the wood. Anyway, random, it was just in my window and I wanted to get the little piece of dried glue off of it because it's bugging me. But anyway, what's up with you guys? It's starting to get dark, so I'm starting to lose my lighting. I look really orange on camera. Anyway, I'm hot too. I know it's hot. I'm hot too. What do you want me to do about it? Tomorrow we'll have AC, baby. Tomorrow we will have AC, I promise. Okay. Anyway, I had a giant rose bush that my husband had pulled out of our backyard, and it was basically on our table for when I came home for vacation. It was there, so that was it just today. Anyway, so I sat it on my altar, and I had been letting the rose petals dry. And so today I finally was like, okay, everything is completely dried, completely done. I have 2 big glass jars and a little bitty glass jar of just buds, little rose buds that didn't ever form into a flower, and they were just buds, and they just dried up like that, and they're perfectly beautiful and symmetrical. I just love them. So my wand business is off to a great start. I have 1 completed wand. Well, I'm waiting for my the sealant. I had to find a natural sealant. I wanted to do as much natural and vegan products as possible. I don't want to cut corners or anything like that and use something that's laden with chemicals and not not natural as I could possibly get within reason and affordability. So I found this oil that is it's a natural sealing oil, and they use it on cutting boards. And basically it's you only have to re-oil your cutting board every 3 or 4 months. So I thought, well, with the use of the wands, they're not going to be used as much as a cutting board, and they definitely won't come in contact with water. So that could extend the life of the wand and the wood much further than 3 to 4 months. So because you're not going to be chopping on it, using water on it, getting food liquids on it. You're not going to be getting anything on it. So I thought that would be a great alternative. Now, it isn't cheap, but it is, it's vegan, it's essential oils, and it's just, yeah, it's a good sealant. And so I thought, well, what's the difference if you're going to use it for an oak cutting board or for a bamboo cutting board? Because there was tons of different things and tons of different like comments about it and reviews on it of what different people use it. Some woodworkers are using it. So I thought, well, that would be good because it's basically woodworking. So my client liked her wand. I'll show it to you. Let me grab it. This is my first like custom piece. And so I'll show it to you. I just learned how to do wire wrapping. And I'm still not, you know, great at it, but, you know, this piece here is all wire wrapped. And then I have a little dog paw charm at the end of it, and that was also a request. And then it has a quartz point tip, and I also have the spiral around the top that is also wire wrapped and secured in there. This is oak, and it's about 6 inches long. She wanted it as natural as possible. So it has all of its natural marks, striations. Now, there's a little bit of sanding around the edges from where it was cut. But for the most part, it is 100% left in its natural state. Some of these little knobbies got, you know, smoothed down just a little bit with some sandpaper. But other than that, everything is just as it should be. So yeah, my client really likes it, and I'm really pleased with it, especially for being my first wand and my first wire wrapped wand, and basically kind of playing around with it and trying to see what works and trial and error and things like that. So I really like it. And then, like I said, I have a ton of rose petals, so I'm going to be making like rose water. I'm going to be making like all kinds of stuff that roses can go into. My soy, I'm going to be making soy candles. I'll do an entire video about my company, which is Wendy Darling's Wands. I'll do a complete video, just start to finish, about how that got started, everything I'm going to be doing, what it's about, basically. The links to my shop are down there. There's nothing in my shop right now. I will also have novelty items, like little kitschy, cute items, and then I'll have like Harry Potter themed wands. Kind of like the wand that I made. Well, I'll just link it right there. The one that I did make. And also, just like the other one, I'll link it here, which is the Priopic one, or Priopic one. Never can pronounce things. Water. I love water. Anyway, I'm rambling on that, which will be another video. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. Last night was the new moon, so I'm going to be doing some workings tonight with the moon, and yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm so excited. This is a time of growth. It's a time of letting go of things. It's a time of setting intention for what you want to happen in your future. It's a really good moon to do all that with. Which is why I clean my altar, because I want everything to be nice and clean and ready for the next phase. And yeah, I'm excited. I really am. I have a lot of stuff coming. Did y'all hear that? It was right out the door. Or right out my window. I don't know what that was, a frog or something. I don't know. Anyway, one little overboard, and I have a lot of stuff coming from pretty much the 25th of May until like mid-June. I should be getting packages. So it's getting a little bit dark. I need to feed these puppies and probably figure out what I want for dinner. Hubby's taking a little nap, and yeah, so I'm gonna go sweat in the kitchen, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!